you rejoin us under caution for the third and final part of my experience of the Sim Racing 500, a full distance Indy 500 race. I'm racing for Josh Kazar's Super Gazelle Racing. He unfortunately couldn't race himself. He's in Copenhagen but watching via the live stream. There were 4 of us, but unfortunately I'm the last Gazelle standing. Teammate Dominic Kronsky, who crashed out on the first lap, has very kindly stayed with me and become my de facto race engineer, and it's been a hell of a journey. I've been ill before the race, not felt great, forgot to take my painkillers, qualified 21st, driven most of the race with suspension damage, so the car is pulling constantly to the left, but we're up to 6th. All on the lead lap. 58 laps to go when we go green again. Anything is possible.
Green, green, green! Go racing!
Car right, right side, keep left, clear right, clear.
And that was very indicative of what I've been like at starts and restarts throughout the race. A little bit sluggish off the line, but better safe than sorry. I'm not getting myself into any danger. Yes, I'm dropping a place or two, but I'm at least off the line. And in this scenario, it's probably the best one I've had all race because I've lost only 1 place, but I'm still tucked right up under the wings of the cars ahead. Still got to be careful of the dirty air going through the corners. But I'm with everyone. We're all on the lead lap. Let's go racing wheel to wheel.
Car left, all clear, clear left. Right side, clear.
Now, an interesting tidbit. Rightly or wrongly, when I'm in clear air, I will run the entire track in 5th gear because it gives me the best speed through the corners. But as you can see there, I've changed up to 6th. And that's because when I'm in the slipstream of someone else, I end up topping out 5th gear, so I need to switch up to 6th. What I have been doing is still turning back down to 5th to get good traction and drive through the corners. Here I haven't, which means I've been on slightly lower revs. So I've gone from being on the back of Zanini and Maggio, and all of a sudden, Contivo is now right up behind me. As you can see, I've realised I've flicked down to 5th, but that little mistake there has just put me on the back foot instead of the front. Little issue on exit there from Contivo gives me a temporary breather. But before I know it, he's in my slipstream and passed.
Clear.
Back down to 7th.
All clear.
Still, it's okay. Keep it calm. I'm not under pressure from 8th or 9th at this moment in time. Stay in the slipstream of Contivo. Keep going. And here we are on lap 150, about to enter the final quarter of the race. We're going for over 2 hours, and there is a bunch of 3 cars duking it out ahead of me, similar to a situation earlier in the race. So again, keep it calm, and as they fight, hopefully they'll come back my way.
Watch your right, clear right, clear. Left side, car left, clear left, right side, hold your line.
Space up there.
Keep left, clear, all clear.
Oh, big crash behind me.
Gonzalez lost it in the dirty air.
I don't know if it's going to be a safety car because even though Davide is out, he spun into the pit, so technically he's not in a dangerous position.
Yeah.
That was mad. Josh is betting 10 pounds on you winning this race in the chat of the stream.
Well, as long as he can afford to lose £10, that's fine. But honestly, if we do have a late safety car,
yeah, all it takes is one safety car and you're in contention.
Yeah, because the tow is powerful, and for me, it's just timing. You time the move, do it on the last lap, so they don't have a chance to respond, and then there might be a chance. I was hoping I could get away with only one more stop, but I feel like I'm going to need to do two. And one of them's going to be like an annoying splash and dash unless there is another safety car. And if I could keep my stops down to one, there might be a chance of me leapfrogging Maggio. He's only 5 seconds ahead of me, and fourth could still be on the cards, as long as they don't do anything stupid. Oh my god. Oh, I nearly lost it then. Jesus.
Did you escape that?
It just, round turn 2, I think I just left my entry a bit late and then tried to power out of it, and the back nearly went on me, but it's caught it, so we're okay. Very much trying to underplay that brown trouser moment there and just focus on getting back into a rhythm. So, into the pits with 35 laps to go. When I come back out, there will be 34 laps to go, and that's good, because when you fill up one of these cars, you get an estimate of 35 laps. Yes, cutting it a bit fine, but most importantly, enough. So, coming in from 5th, and hoping to come back out in 5th, and take the fight to Maggio in 4th. And, because it was a pit stop, I'd have a moment to stretch out my back, which was being destroyed by my dining room chair with a cushion rig. Oh, I shouldn't have repaired the damage, because that was a painfully long pit stop. Not only that, unbeknownst to me, my estimated fuel was not 35 laps, but 34 laps. The exact number of laps I had left to do. Even worse than that, I was about to be lapped by 5th. So not looking like the best decision so far. Fortunately, I was able to catch up to 5th place, which in this case was Salto, very quickly, and despite our scraps earlier in the race, this time,
On your left, clear.
he was relatively easy to dispatch. Oh no! Oh, I just had some big lag then for some reason.
Like a lag spike.
Yeah, like it just, I don't know, it just, the screen completely froze. And now my force feedback has changed, so that's not ideal.
Oh yeah, that's what happens, yeah. Oh yeah. That's something unfortunate about this game. When it freezes, you lose the force feedback.
Like, it's still there, it just feels like it's inverted. So weird. Oh dear. A scary, scary moment to think I've gotten all that way just to have a game crash. And to kind of try and describe it better, as you turn the wheel, like now, as you turn it, you feel a bit more resistance in the wheel, a bit more feedback in the form of force, if you will, so you kind of know the limits of the car. with it being inverted, all the tension and the vibration is in the centre, so as you pull the wheel away, it gets slightly less, which means I now have to grip the wheel insanely tightly, because it almost feels like it's pushing the wheel off centre, and you can't really rely on the sensation of feeling the car anymore. It makes it especially tricky correcting out of corners as well. It's not great. Even less great was, unfortunately, Maggio, the person I wanted to catch for fourth, was now in my mirrors, coming to lap me.
Car left side, all clear, watch your left, keep right, clear.
It looks like as if Turi crossed the white line when he was exiting the pit, so he's at bit of a penalty. He could lose the race.
He's been in control for such large parts, that would be a kick.
He's crashed!
No!
He has crashed, yes he has damage. Oh my. And I think you should be able to pass him because he's going at snail pace into the pits. He doesn't have a front wing, he has suspension damage. Oh, that is huge.
That meant this fight with Maggio could very soon become a fight for the last podium place.
Oh my word, he's retiring.
Yeah, he seems to have gone into the back of Cizelski, which was the reason he crashed out. But obviously he didn't have to let him through. It was his task to go around him safely, which he didn't do.
Yeah.
We're being shown a blue flag.
Lawrence, I can retire the car.
And now you're for the podium, man.
Left side,
So
blue
let's
flag,
let the
clear
leaders
left.
go through. I'm not the tidiest, but we're still going. So third is Maggio, and he's just lapped me, but I don't know what his pit situation is. Nice if he had to do an extra stop.
Yeah, I'll have a look at the broadcast to see if he's been in the pits recently.
Nice one.
I'm pretty sure he hasn't been into the pits. He may have to do another stop.
Okay.
Because on lap 166, he was roughly 8 seconds ahead of you. And now he's a lap ahead of you. He's got the pits, surely.
Yeah. Okay.
I do appreciate Dominic going back and finding that information for me, but I'm clearly so focused I just kind of respond. I might as well have said copy and just said nothing else. Anyway, a few laps later, I mysteriously reel Maggio in quite easily.
Watch your right, on your right, right side, clear.
Does he have a problem? Because he doesn't want to sit in my slipstream. Oh, then again, I'm just taking that corner. I don't know. I seem to catch up with him all of a sudden. I am pulling away from him on the straight. That's odd.
I don't know, maybe he's trying to save fuel?
Maybe he's trying to hold on.
However, with that realisation, I then look to my remaining fuel and the laps left, and realise it's a bit touch and go for me as well. especially if I want to try and really, you know, hammer down and get away from Maggio. Weighing everything up, I decide to play it safe. A few laps later, I'm basically running around in 6th gear at the lower revs. Yes, it's slower, but it's fuel saving, and it does make a big difference.
Watch your left. Left side. Still there. Clear.
And on lap 192, I make the decision, unfortunately, to let Maggio go.
Okay. I think I've managed to fuel save enough just to go to the end.
It'll still be an amazing feeder with you if you can finish P4.
Yeah, I'd be really happy with that. Just gotta nurse it to the end.
Oh, the battle for the win is going to go right down to the line, and they're slowing each other down. They're going 290 for the bends. Like, they're literally going 280 on the straight now. Wow. Yeah, that's sneaky. I'm not sure it's going to work there.
I actually just realised I don't even need to save all the way to 200 laps,
Yeah,
because I'm 2 laps down.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear. No strategy awards for me then. Ferrari, if you're hiring.
So next time by, are they on the final lap?
Yeah, next time by that. Which is like 20 something seconds. From the outside, I could say this is a bit silly. Like, they're just brake chipping each other. I know there's a strategy reason, but it doesn't look very pleasing to the eye. Last lap. I think Gutierrez has it. He's going to overtake him now. What did he do? Wow. Gutierrez just took the biggest L ever.
Oh,
I can't believe it. He pushed him into the finish line.
Congratulations to Kevin Peters for
Why?
taking the win.
Why did he try and go around him?
I don't know.
What? Good job.
That's the checkered flag.
Oh my god. Oh, Christ.
Wild stuff. Josh is congratulating you, calling you a goat.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you for sitting with me through the whole thing. I appreciate it, by the way, man.
Look, I didn't really have anything better to do, and it was so entertaining that there was no reason for me to leave. And I wouldn't want you to sit alone in the channel. Would have been a pretty dull race.
No, I appreciate that. That's, oh, wow.
And with all that done, finally time to take some painkillers and a bit of water. Not bad going at all. That race was both my worst qualifying position and my best finishing position in an ORSL event so far. Gained 17 places. 17. Now don't get me wrong, I'm well aware that a lot of that was mainly just from being able to stay out of the way and surviving. But there were some positives. I do feel like that my race pace, being middle of the pack, is about right. I did make some overtakes, and I think I made some pretty sensible pit decisions as well. They seem to work out quite well. I always seem to gain time from pit stops. They say you need to try and get the consistency and the reliability first, and then look for the pace, and I definitely feel like that's kind of the pattern that at least this race followed. And therein lies probably the biggest positive to take from this race. At Kyle Army and Adelaide, they were 30-minute races, and in both races, multiple spins and incidents, unforced errors of my own doing. In that race, nearly 3 hours long, one near spin late on in the race. Other than that, ran pretty well throughout. So while I'm aware that 4th place probably flatters a little bit, there's still some good positives to take from it. Thanks again to Dominic for staying with me throughout the entire race. Thanks again to Josh for offering me a seat. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed these videos. There's been a lot of actual sim racing on this channel, so don't worry, normal service will be resumed. Next time you see me, we'll be back in Formula 1 1997 for attempt number 2, not with Olivier Panis, this time Justice 4